Assalamu alaikum. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli waj'al li waziran min ahli Haruna akhi ushdud bihi azri washriku fi amri kay nusabbihaka kathira wa nazkuraka kathira innaka kunta bina basira. Wasallallahumma ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Welcome, friends. We will continue with the 22nd word, which is a section from in terms of how do we recognize divine unity. So the author gave us two examples. One is a simple way of understanding that everything is from God, whereas the other one is by examining the universe, looking into how the universe, the things that are coming into existence, how they're happening, paying attention carefully to the things that are going on, including in the human self, as well as the events that he goes through and the life in general, and then the changes in the universe. You can look at the seasons that keep changing, the day and night that happens. So many things are happening. Some are more visible than others. There are like detailed little things that happen, chemical reactions that are going on, physical changes that may be happening, which we see maybe over time, but at no moment there's no static thing that is in the universe, but everything is in continuous motion and change. So we are at the seventh flash in this section. So we'll go over the seventh flash and see how we can really see the divine unity, that everything is indeed coming from an absolute being who is the Lord of the universe. So see his stamp, his signature, his sign in each and everything. So it's the seventh flash, look. So pay attention, observe, look with little difficulty. You can see the seals of the single eternally besought one on the page of the earth. So raise your head, open your eyes, and look too at the great book of the universe. So open your being, open your mind, open your eyes, pay attention. It's not that difficult at all. It is simple. You will see that on it as a whole, a stamp of unity is read out, which is as clear as it is big. So if one is not heedless, not paying attention, sleeping, so one can wake up and see and observe carefully what is going on, they will see that on the whole earth is a stamp of unity, that it is indeed coming from, that it is made by the same owner, the same source, same, the one who owns the factory, for example. So a whole stamp of unity is read out, which is as clear as it is big. For like the components of a factory or members of a palace or town, these beings support one another, stretch out their hands to assist one another, and answer the needs and requests of one another, saying, "Here I am at your service." Assisting one another, they work together in order, joining efforts, they serve animate beings. So each and every being in the universe is assisting one another and also is servicing me as well within it, as I'm part of the universe. So it says, here I am at your service. Assisting one another, they work together in order. Joining efforts, they serve animate beings. Cooperating and turned towards a single goal. They obey an all-wise disposer. So the clouds that are moving in the sky are serving me, and as well as other beings in the universe. The rain that falls is also serving me and many other things, although I may not enjoy or say that, oh, today is a bad day because the weather is bad or it's raining. But in fact, I have to wake up and open my eyes and see how it is serving many other things, although I may not be personally enjoying it. Or, for example, the many animals, or there's a relationship between the bees and human beings' survival. I see there's research that's been done on how, with the way the bees are operating, that they're made to go towards different flowers and pollinate much of our food source and food chain through those flowers and fruits. It helps that ecosystem, because without the bees, many of those foods and nutrients that we enjoy would not be there. So it is essential that how this ecosystem, the way it's functioning, each and every being in the universe is crucial for the survival of each and every other being in terms of how they function all together. But who is arranging, who is making them perform their duties, their tasks, whose command or order is the bee obeying? For example, the bee does not say, hey, I want to go on a vacation right now, I'm not doing my service. Or the clouds can say that, hey, I have to be here, I don't want to be here today, I want to be in a warmer place. No, they don't say such thing. They just follow whatever the order and command has been given to them. So they obey an all-wise disposer, whoever they belong to, whoever is their owner, they obey their command. So the beings conform to a rule of mutual assistance, which is in force from the sun and moon, night and day, and winter and summer, to plants coming to the assistance of hungry and needy animals, and animals hastening to the assistance of weak, noble men, and even nutritious substances flying to assist delicate, weak infants, and fruits and particles of food passing to the assistance of the cells of the body. They show to anyone who is not altogether blind that they are acting through the strength of a single, most generous nurturer, and at the command of a single, most wise disposer. So I just usually eat food and I don't realize the particles of food passing, how they're operating, going into my body, feeding the different cells, going through the bloodstreams. I have no clue, never think about it, no idea. But if you ask a researcher of the human body or of nutrition, they would definitely tell you how those particles travels, and whatever we eat has an impact to whatever goes on in our body. because those particles are obeying the command, although I may choose to eat a particular food, and that choice is created by the one who allows it to be, and then the food in a way also obeys whoever has given existence to the food according to what it's supposed to do. So good deep analysis of how one has to pay attention to the universe and see the stamp of unity, single, eternally besought one. Because really, who can say that however the particle knows where to go in my body? So it's a ridiculous kind of claim. We may never think about it, but I mean, I don't think anyone can say that as well, that a particle is conscious to go into the cells of the body, or it is made to go. Whoever made the particle, whoever made the movement of the particle, whoever knows the whole body. I mean, can the particle know the whole body and know me? Impossible. All right. Brother Ali, please go ahead.
Exactly as you said, wonderful things are going on in the universe. As the text says, the great book of the universe, and we have to read this book. Of course, while we are reading the book, looking at the universe, we must have our own worldview. Accordingly, we will see it. I would like to give a very practical example that everybody can agree in order to understand the two different views in interpreting what is going on in the universe. A mother and a baby. When some people say that there is no creator, there is no purpose in existence, but the things happen by themselves, and whoever is stronger, then they can survive. They could survive. And if a being couldn't really adapt itself to the rest of the universe, order of the universe, they distinguished or extinct in their existence. That's what they say. Now look at the mother and the baby. You think that if we don't accept that the baby and the mother are created by the one who created the whole universe, then we see that the baby is trying to survive and exploiting the mother. That's how they interpret it. But it is so obvious to any human being that, in fact, mother is enjoying when the baby sucks her milk. That is so obvious to human beings. That's why they don't want to look at this event. They look at an event where animals are eating the grass. And they say, look, animals are eating the grass, so they are trying to survive at the expense of the life of the grass. So there is a struggle. That's what they say. There is a struggle of survival, trying to survive in the world by other creatures, other beings in the universe, by exploiting the others. But in fact, in the example that we see, mother is entertaining by her baby is sucking while her baby is sucking her milk. We know that if the baby doesn't suck the milk, in fact, the order of the universe is arranged in such a way that mother starts complaining that her breasts are hurting. So mother is in need of the baby to suck her milk. It is the case for other animals as well. When, for example, a cow goes out and eats, drinks, whatever is created in the universe, and the milk is full in its bladder, I think it's called. I may be wrong. In its breast, the cow is in need of someone, a baby or someone else, to milk him, to milk the animal, the cow. Look, who is exploiting now? Is the cow exploiting other human beings and asking other human beings to serve him, to serve her? Or the farmer is exploiting the cow? No one is exploiting anyone. Cow is in need of the farmer. Farmer is in need of the cow. It is arranged in such a way that they are mutually helping each other. I don't understand how these people can say that there is a struggle of surviving among the animate beings. Whatever is more powerful, then this being survives, and at the expense of other beings. But in fact, when we look at the universe, the whole system of the universe demonstrates to be the other way around. Everything is helping each other. Everything is created in such a way that the plants are growing, created in a way that they grow, and the animals eat them, and they still grow again better because they are pruned, they are used. If they are not eaten, the plants go and die for nothing. And they are not losing anything when they are eaten by animals. So as the text says here, everything says to other ones, they answer the needs and requests of one another. That's a very interesting expression. They answer the needs and requests of one another. Needs and requests. Cow needs the farmer, and farmer needs the cow. They are mutually helping each other, perfectly arranged. The mother loves the baby, baby loves the milk of the mother. They are mutually helping each other. So in the universe, there is no conflict, but mutual help. Depending on one's understanding of the universe, existence of the universe, if someone says there is no creator. He has to see the universe in conflict. If someone understands that this wonderful universe needs a conscious creator, then this person sees that everything is helping each other and arranged in the best way to demonstrate that there is a conscious creator deliberately arranged the order of the universe. Depends on one's intention, the interpretation of the existence also changes. We have to check our intention. What are we trying to do while we are examining the universe in order to understand what the universe is witnessing to us? Or are we trying to impose that there is no creator at all? There is no way to understand from the universe that it needs a creator, and deliberately deny what the universe is witnessing and then try to interpret it. They have to say that everything in the universe is in conflict with each other. We are free to choose which way we have to check, we have to take. And the universe is out there openly declaring that I am perfectly arranged by a conscious being. But we have free will, we may deny this. Then, as the text says, everything witnesses that the universe is a clear sign for a conscious creator. Inshallah, we will follow this understanding and not be obstinate to deny the reality, what the universe is really demonstrating to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Ali. So that was very interesting that you said the farmer needs the cow and the cow needs the farmer. So let's say the food I eat, I need the food because I'm hungry as well. And then the food also needs me to go into my body as well. It's like a very mutual relationship, that how the universe engages with each and everything that we see. That was very good and comforting. So what is going on with us, that the other view, which shows conflict and is more prevalent and goes, although it's very easy for us to see that everything is coming from the same absolute source, in terms of that they are not giving existence to themselves. So is it that we are not freely thinking anymore? Is that the case? Or anybody can answer that. Okay. All right, no comment, no worries. So at least we understand that, yeah, as you said, brotherly, I guess the worldview or how we see the world is important, or that's what the intention is, right? To see how to look into the universe, because there's a way of reading the universe. Either you can see it one way or as a conflict, or you can see that it is purposefully made and arranged in that particular way. So the mother-child relationship also is arranged where the baby needs the mother needs the baby as well. It's perfectly arranged in that way. All right, let's continue. Thus, on the one hand, this mutual support and assistance this answering one another's needs, this mutual embracing, this subjugation, this order, testify decisively that beings are administered and organized by a single disposer and are being impelled and directed by a single nurturer. Single disposer by a single nurturer. So the mutual assistance, answering one another's needs, this whole arrangement, the mutual embracing, servicing, subjugation, the order testify decisively that those beings are administered and organized by a single disposer and are being impelled and directed by a single nurturer. And on the other hand, this perfect grace within the universal wisdom to be seen plainly in the art of things and the all-embracing mercy which shines within the providence and the sustenance spread over that mercy and scattered so as to answer the needs of all living beings needy for sustenance. So all living beings needy for sustenance. These form a stamp of divine unity so brilliant that anyone whose mind is not altogether extinguished will understand it, and anyone who is not altogether blind will see it. Yes, a veil of wisdom demonstrating intention, consciousness, and will has covered the whole universe. And upon that veil of wisdom has been spread a veil of grace and favor, exhibiting beneficence, adornment, embellishment, and benevolence. And over that adorned veil of favor, a garment of mercy displaying flashes of making known and love, of bestowal and the granting of gifts, has enveloped the universe. And spread over that illuminated veil of universal mercy is a table of general provision, showing kindness and bestowal, and benevolence and perfect compassion and fine nurturing and dominical favor. So these last two paragraphs are further emphasizing the providence, the spreading over, if we observe it and pay attention to the universe, how things are being displayed, serving us. So everything is spread out, scattered, coming to the assistance of needy individuals. Many things coming out as sustenance for different beings, including human beings. So a favor. So however it's arranged, however spread out, however's favored, grace, mercy, veil, under the veil. So somebody is doing it and presenting it, decorating it, embellishment, the art that goes into how it's shape, form, size, decorated, which and this all that happens out of love, the bestowal, granting of gifts. So it's another way of looking at the universe. Whatever we are getting, whatever we are eating, drinking, whatever we are experiencing is a gift. Somebody has deliberately said that, or sent it, given it to us as a gift. granted it to us, so a favor. Table of general provisions showing kindness and bestowal and benevolence, which is part of perfect compassion and nurturing and dominical favor. Yes. Okay, Brother Ali, go ahead, please.
The previous paragraph says mutual support and assistance in the universe. That is obvious. When you look at the universe, you see it. It's not difficult to see it. This mutual support and assistance testifies that beings are administered and organized by a single disposer and are being impelled and directed by a single nurturer. My question was, when I say why single is important here, single disposer, single nurturer, because the universe is arranged in such a way that we understand it can only be organized by a single authority or single agent. Otherwise, this huge universe, and in it is so minute details, well organized in such a way that everything is really mutually supporting and assisting each other, needs one single agent who would do it. Otherwise, there would be a discordance, any kind of discordance here and there in the universe. We see that everything is created in pairs, everything is created in a mutual relationship, and one is supporting the other at the same time being in need of the support of the other. So this relationship demonstrates clearly that the things themselves cannot be acting independently at all, because they support others and they need the support of the others as well. They are put in a mutual neediness between themselves, so that we cannot say that one part of the universe, any particle of the universe, is acting by itself in order to survive, in order to continue their existence. Because they need the help of others, but at the same time, while they are receiving the help of the others, they are helping the others as well. So they are not, for us, there is no way to explain that the things are independently acting. This demonstrates that the source of existence of the universe must be a single being, which means an absolute being. So that only he could organize the universe in such a way that this is very, very interesting to me to understand and appreciate that the universe is clearly witnessing about its creator, which must be an absolute being. The universe is declaring this in its existence. And there is no way to ignore this reality, inshallah.
Inshallah, thank you. All right. Any other comment by anyone? So we'll continue. Yes, all beings, from particles to suns, whether individuals or species, or large or small, have been clothed in a magnificent shirt of wisdom, embroidered with fruits and aims, benefits and purposes. And over the wisdom displaying shirt, a garment of favor, embroidered with flowers of grace and beneficence, has been cut out in accordance with the stature of things. And over that ornamented garment of favor, a general table of sustenance has been set up, lit up with flashes of love, bestowal, affection, and the granting of gifts, to which the decorations of mercy have been attached, and which together with bestowing those illuminated and jewel encrusted decorations is sufficient for all the groups of living beings on the face of the earth and meets all their needs. Thus, this matter points to an all-glorious provider who is all-wise, all-generous, and all-compassionate, and shows him as clearly as the sun. So each and every particle, whether individual or as a group, is decorated, comes in a way, is arranged in a particular way that one can see it as out of mercy, love, bestowal, affection, gift. Everything can be seen as a gift, changes a lot of perspectives. Because who doesn't like to get gifts? We all do. Who doesn't like love? So we all do. So mercy, compassion, kindness, bestowal, affection, we all enjoy that. We all look for it. So whoever is doing that is the one who is arranging, purposefully sent all those particles to what they are doing for me. I can say that. All glorious provider who is all wise, all generous, and all compassionate, and shows him as clearly as the sun. Yes, Brother Ali, go ahead.
Yeah, this is interesting to read that everything is closed. It means in the existence of everything, we can see that wisdom embroidered with fruits. It means purposes. No one can say that something has no purpose in its existence. I mean, the universe is a wonderful evidence, actually. And no one can say that it has no aim at all in its existence for anything. And there is no benefit in its existence. No one can say that. The purposeless creation, impossible. So we have to really, really appreciate the witnessing of the universe. And inshallah, the Muslim world, especially the students of the Quran, must learn how to benefit from the existence of the universe in order to support the pillars of belief that we read in the text of the Quran. Unfortunately, Muslim world are not really, in general, they are not really benefiting from the universe as it should be. Universe is always left aside, and belief matters are only considered in terms of the text of the Quran, which is not wrong, but something is missing there. Universe is out there, is a perfect evidence for the truthfulness of the message of the Quran. Inshallah, the students of the Quran will wake up and combine the reading of the universe together alongside with the reading of the Quran. Inshallah, these days will come. So in the creation of everything, it says, the decorations of mercy have been attached, and all jewel encrusted decorations, which says, in the creation of everything, we cannot see that a purposeless existence, nothing in the universe has no purpose at all in its existence. The whole universe itself declares that it has been given existence by an all glorious provider. It means the absolute provider, absolutely wise one, absolutely generous one, absolutely compassionate one. And all the universe altogether shows him, this absolute being, as clearly as the sun. I mean, it is so easy to conclude in this way. If only we really appreciate the value of the witnessing of the universe. This is really important. Unfortunately, the universe has not been taken seriously by the students of the Quran. That is an unfortunate reality of our age. Thank you.
Inshallah that we wake up. Yes. Okay, so is that so? I think he's talking about, oh yeah, is everything in need of sustenance? So each and every being is in need of this providence, this sustenance, this compassion. Yes, like individual beings are in need of sustenance and all the necessities to continue their lives. Individual beings are in need of sustenance and all the necessities to continue their lives. We see that all the beings in the world, and especially living beings, whether universal or particular, wholes or parts, have many desires and needs, material and otherwise, for their existence, needs for their existence, their lives, and the continuation of their lives. I think we can all witness to those needs as well. There are material as well as immaterial relating to our necessities to continue living, continue our existence. But their wants and needs are for such things that their hands cannot reach the least of them. So their wants and needs are for such things that their hands cannot reach the least of them. And their power is insufficient for the smallest of them. Yet we see that all their wishes and material and immaterial sustenance is given to them from where he could not imagine. which is from the Quran, section 65, verse 3. So we get sustenance, and those needs are satisfied from where we could not, or I could not imagine. That is from unhoped places with perfect order at the appropriate time in a suitable fashion with perfect wisdom. And so does this want and need of creatures and this manner of unseen help and assistance not show an all-wise and glorious nurturer, an all-compassionate, beauteous disposer? So I should ask myself when I'm enjoying anything in this world, like, for example, food, I should wonder about it. Really, how is that appropriate or arranged in a way comes into my perfectly satisfying me? And of course, my need, my desires, how are they coming? Did I make those desires, those needs for living my life, continuing my life? Coming, wondering about why I'm here. These are all questions that are also given to me. So from where he could not imagine. So from the unseen, from Ghaib, the one who made me, the one who made the universe, is blessing me with all these things, satisfying all those needs. Because any of those, my need to see, hear, speak, think, reason, run, walk, whatever, I mean, I can't do it by myself. I need something else. None of the things in the universe can satisfy them. My need for existing, none of the things can satisfy that. So only the one who owns the universe, the all-wise and glorious being, the disposer, the absolute being, is the one who is giving all these things to me. Must be. So, all right, so any comments on this paragraph? Brother Ali, please go ahead.
It's exactly just sharing my feelings, not adding anything really. It is so interesting. Every creature is in need of something, a lot of things actually, for its existence. We cannot say that only animate beings are in need of, no. The Earth, for example, or other planets, for example, they are in need of moving and being attracted, and at the same time turning around themselves so that they should keep their orbit perfectly arranged so that they are continuing in their existence. Everything is needy, but the need of everything is satisfied. There's a perfect, deliberate arrangement in the universe, so we can understand who is organizing all this. I cannot say that I am an independent being. Not at all. I am dependent on air. I am dependent on light. I am dependent on sustenance. I am dependent even on my human needs, feelings. I need beautiful things to see. I need a very friendly relationship with other creatures, with other human beings. I need to love something and I need to be loved by other beings. I am full of neediness. But at the same time, the universe is arranged in such a way that all what I need are provided. The sun is there, the atmosphere is there, the pressure of the atmosphere is perfectly arranged. The night is there for me to sleep, to rest. Daytime is there for me to go and search for my sustenance. And the human beings are there, and my questions are here, and the answers are in the universe, perfectly arranged. And through the prophetic messages, I hear the purpose of my existence. So when I hear it, I get satisfied with the answers that I receive from the prophetic messages. Everything is perfectly arranged. Nothing can declare it is independence at all. No human being can say that I am completely independent. Impossible. But people don't think seriously and say, I am independent. You are not independent. You are dependent on gravity. You are dependent on atmosphere. You are dependent on the sunlight. You are dependent on the moon, moonlight at night. You are dependent in every aspect. You are dependent on your heart to work and your lungs to work. All your bodily needs are obviously there, and they need to be satisfied. They are satisfied. So this perfect arrangement really is amazing for any human being to come to the conclusion that an all-wise and perfect nurturer, absolutely beauteous disposer and compassionate being is arranging and all this and demonstrating himself, introducing himself to human consciousness. Everything is so clear. I don't know why some people hesitate not to submit to this reality. But although it's not related to our subject, I feel that some people say that they may not accept the Creator, not because there is no evidence for them, just because the way, I keep repeating this point because it hurts me a lot, the way religion is presented to people without the evidence from the universe and just based on claims in our religion, we believe in this claim. And it doesn't make sense to the people. That is why they say they don't believe in religion or they are hesitant about it. Not because there is no enough evidence, but because the way the religion is presented to the people do not make sense because there is no evidence supporting their claims. This is the case in every part of the world. In Christendom, it is the reality. In Judaism, it is the reality. And unfortunately, in Islam, in the Muslim world, also, it is the reality. We have to have an honest attitude towards ourselves, honest analysis of our own mistakes. We don't present belief matters with evidence from the universe in a way that rationally acceptable, not based on biased attitudes, biased claims. Unfortunately, the whole world, especially the Muslim world, is supposed not to be in this way. The other religions have no other option, but Islam has the option. Quran is full of reference. Quran is full of reference to the witnessing of the universe, signs from the universe. And still, there's a very saddening, unfortunate case that the students of the Quran do not use the universe in general for their belief matters. That is a very unfortunate reality, and we should be very careful not to fall into this mistake. Thank you. These are my feelings now I shared with you.
Jazakallah khair. Thank you, Brother Ali. Yes, indeed. We need to work on ourselves and share whatever we can, inshallah. Okay, I think we can stop here for today, inshallah, and we'll continue next time with the 8th flash. So I'll stop here. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma alamtana. Innaka anta al-alim al-hakim. Wa akhiru da'wahum alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati surat al-Fatiha.